Hi traders, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be pretty quick. I'm just looking at three pairs that I kind of am eyeballing setups for the week. So the pairs we're going to be looking at are EJ, EU, and gold. So three fairly popular pairs. I don't know if a lot of you trade the yen pairs. I personally love trading them with my style. But yeah, I see some really good breakout opportunities. So we're just going to go over them. It's going to be pretty casual and, like I said, pretty quick. Let me know what you guys see in the market. If there's anything else you want me to look at, I'm going to try to do at least like 1 to 2 of these type of videos per week. They're just really practical, of course, and I think we can all learn a lot from each other. So yeah, let's get right into it. So when analyzing this pair, so I'm obviously looking for swing opportunities. For those of you who don't know me, I do mostly swing trade. So I'm going to start on the higher time frame, and I just want to look at our overall trend. So really to help me observe the trend, we can see that we're clearly bullish, right? But just to help me with this, I am going to plot my moving average, and I like to use the 200 just to help me confirm my trend. I don't base my entries off of this, but I do like to use it to just confirm our overall trend direction. Now, I would also very quickly just go to the weekly to see if I'm at any like significant key zones. And right off the bat, I can see that we do have a potential reversal area here. So I would box this in because this area is of interest to me. We are seeing some rejection, and it could be, like I said, a potential reversal area. We don't quite have a trend reversal yet. We're still above the 200 EMA, even on the weekly, but we could potentially see a reversal. So I certainly wouldn't be taking buys. Okay. So going down then, so normally what I'll do is I like to keep all of my zones a different color. So like I'll do green to show that it's my weekly zone. So going down to the daily, we're right at that zone here. We've seen some rejection. And I'm going to just review really quickly on the daily because something I'm noticing right off the bat, so I'm going to, is this area here. So this has been respected as both support and resistance. I'm going to change this now. I'm going to do this one orange, and we'll do blue for our 4 hour. So this daily resistance, and then of course now support, you can see that we have two zones that price is like trapped between. And usually what will happen is we can get a really good breakout opportunity here. So when price is consolidating, within two levels, the breakout's usually a very nice solid entry. You can usually get a really good risk reward from that as well. So like I said, I would be cautious buying here. However, if you get a strong breakout candle, you certainly can, if you place your stop loss appropriately there. Just watch out for fake outs here because we are at a major reversal area. Okay, so this is our major reversal area. What would be nicer to see would be a break here. Okay, I'm not sure if I showed you guys this yet, but if you go to tradingstar.com and look at where the large funds are putting their money right now, they are adding to their short positions. Okay, so if you look at my COT report video, I go over how to do that. Actually, here, I'll take you guys there. So if we go to the euro, look at the COT report, and look at where the institutional traders are putting their money. They are adding to their short positions. Okay. So just something to point out there. If we see a break below that zone, we could get a nice short. Going to the 4 hour, you're really not going to see much of a change here. Let me just delete that writing. The 4 hour is really just going to give us a little bit more price action, but you can see that we have been consolidating quite a bit. And yeah, a nice break below this line on the 4 hour. So something that's really interesting is If we break below this line, we'll also be breaking this 200 EMA, which we could take as a break of structure. Okay, so we'll see. I'd be cautious, like I said, entering a buy here because of this area on the higher time frames. So this, we just need to wait for it to play out, but it is something I wanted to point out to you. Looking at the euro US dollar, we have a similar situation going on. So we do have this what appeared to be a wedge pattern, but is now almost looking like a flag, right? Like if you, which, and a flag is obviously a continuation pattern. But the thing with these patterns, you guys, you have to be so careful because when you're looking at chart patterns, you can really start to envision stuff that's, what you want to see. So you have to be really careful and always use confirmation and never enter based on a pattern. But this area here, whether we call it a flag or whatever kind of pattern you choose to see, you could even say we have a triangle pattern there, right? So depending on how you're viewing that, but we definitely have these two areas here. So we have this area here, and then we're on the daily chart. So I'm going to stick with my orange. And then we have this area here, okay? And if we go out to our weekly, just to see if we're at an important area, we are at, again, this reversal area, okay, where price has reversed before. Now, we could see price go on up to this level. So really, we just need more price action. But what's most interesting to me is this consolidation area, because once we get a break, we should be able to catch a good entry in either direction. Again, looking at the 4 hour, with a break of this zone, we're breaking structure, okay? So it would be really interesting to see a break here, and I would ride this down to a lower zone. So hang on, let me zoom out and find that lower zone. So you could, this area here obviously is most significant. We can see that we've had a lot of recent touches here, so this would be a nice target area. However, I would also add multiple targets here and go back through history and find some zones within this area. We do have a nice engulfing candle right here, so we could box this in, and this would likely be a zone. I'm not going to extend it and go back because I don't want to take too much time away, but this area here could be your first target. This could be our second, but that's assuming we get a breakout here. I'm obviously not going to be buying or selling anything yet. But where we are seeing those institutional traders add to their sell positions, I'm keeping a close eye on a break below that zone. I don't usually like trading reversals, guys, but when I see a major reversal area and fundamentals are lining up with that, then I'll definitely I'll take whatever opportunity I see there with a break in structure. Okay, so that's that. Next is gold, which I'm sure you guys have been dying to see. I haven't been analyzing gold at all lately. So let's start on the daily. I'm not even going to bother going back to the weekly because actually, yeah, we can go back to the weekly. I lied. I will just make sure. Yeah, okay. The reason I said I wasn't going to bother is price has been at all-time highs. So there's nothing to go back and compare it to. The only reason I'm even bringing this up here is to see where our previous high was. So it's actually not that much more below. It's like the 1870, 1890 range here. So yeah, it's basically where this candle here rejected. That was our last previous high. So normally I would go to the weekly and do a top-down approach, but with gold, we don't have any history up this high. So going back to the daily, we do have a triangle pattern here, guys. Okay, I'm sure most of you see that. So this is what I would be looking at because we have a really nice triangle forming. Prices, you can just see the exhaustion happening here. So we're getting, lower and lower resistance areas within this consolidation. So really, in the most simplistic terms, I'd just be waiting for a break of this line. Now, what you could do, and what I like to do, is treat this triangle line as a zone. So I would actually include, as many wicks as you can. You can draw this out nicer on your own, and then wait for a break. And you can even wait for a retest. Gold does tend to give a retest. So you can wait for a break and then a retest of that area, or you can trade on the breakout, however you like to do it. But that's definitely all I'm looking at. I'm not looking to take any sells in this kind of market. Definitely not. Even if we got a break below, I would just wait for that, because I would consider that a correction from this overall long trend. Like, we've been trending so strongly upward. It wouldn't overly surprise me if we got a bigger correction here and price came down, to a lower zone that's more respected and then went up. But I wouldn't be riding this down. That's just not my style, because I have a more long-term approach. I'd be looking to get in here at the retest, but we'll see. Only time will tell there. Once we see fundamentals play out a little more, this will make more sense, but that's what I'm looking for. Going to the 4 hour, because I'm not going to look for entry on the daily. So we can go down to the 4 hour to try to look at exactly where I would enter. We still are above that 200 EMA, of course. And again, I'd just be looking for a break of this area here, and I'm going to box it in. I know that's a really bad line. Let me go back. See if I can do this a little nicer. Let me use my tools. I'm trying to freehand this and it's not really working. So starting here, and give myself a zone. And once we get a strong breakout, now when I trade the breakout, I need my candle to close above, my 4 hour candle to close above that line. That's where I'll enter. If with gold, because gold moves so fast, it goes too quick and I feel that I've lost a lot of my move, I'll wait for a retest. So for instance, like if we came up actually this high, which honestly with gold is not that far-fetched, if we came up this high above my entry and it's not giving me that good risk reward I want, because I'd want to take it up to this level, obviously, our previous high, because that's the only level we have to work off, right, with gold. I would wait for a retest, because generally with gold you will get one. So that's that. So that's all I'm looking for with gold. So hopefully, yeah, guys, that's it. Like super easy. Just price action really is what I'm looking at here. Nothing crazy when I trade. Like, my style is really simple. Hopefully you like these type of videos. Let me know if you want to see more custom analysis and stuff like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.